So this is a Swift Archway Woodford. We're going to take you around the van and show you how it operates. Front of the van you've got your jockey wheel, hitch and handbrake. We'll take you through this in person here on site. Front locker, you've got your gas regulator up on the bulkhead and you've got your gas bottle on the side here. And on top of the gas bottle you've got your on and off valve for the gas supply and a yellow gas shut-off valve on the front of the regulator itself. Coming down the side of the van, you've got your water pump connection. So your water pump drops down inside the aqua roll. Then you've got your connection that goes into the side of the caravan. You've then got your wind down legs on either side at the front of the van, and they are there for stabilising the caravan, not lifting the caravan. You've got your gas flue on the side of the caravan, so essentially when you're using the heating and hot water systems on board the caravan, you need to have the white cover off that you see on the floor there. So you pull the cover off, and it'll allow the gas system to ignite on board the van. You've got your mains power lead coming to the side of the caravan. As you can see, the van has been worked on at the moment, so I do apologise, but the guys are going through the systems. You've got your battery here on the floor with two quick release terminals on top, so you can disconnect those if you ever need to, and you've got your motor mover power key in the side locker also, which will demonstrate to you here on site. So like I said, the motor mover will demonstrate while you're here. The wheels are currently off at the moment, but we'll torque the wheel nuts before you leave site with the caravan, so you can see they are tightened correctly. We've then got the fridge vents up above. As you can see, gas test going on at the moment on the van, but essentially the gas, the fridge vents are just there to allow the hot air at the back of the fridge unit and to allow some cool air into the back of the fridge. You've then got your grey waste pipes coming out the side of the van. So these caps you'll open up and you'll put two bits of grey pipe in place and they'll drop down inside the waste master itself. Essentially the fresh water that goes in the front has to come out somewhere, and that is where it comes out. You've then got your toilet flush tank, which takes 3.5 litres of water and a cap full of the pink fluid prior to use. And then in the bottom you have your toilet waste cassette, which goes in, which is just here. The yellow handle at the bottom you'll push up to release it from the cabinet on the side of the van. The neck here will turn out so you can tip the waste away. You've got a measure for your blue and pink fluid on here. And on the back of the cassette you've got a yellow pressure relief button, so when you're tipping the waste away it doesn't spit and splatter back at you. You'd put 1 litre of water in there and a cap full of the blue fluid prior to use. On the back of the van on either side then you've got your stabilising legs. Again, you'd never lift the caravan with these, they are just there for stabilising the van and not lifting the van. Wheels and motor mover again. Storage locker for underneath the front bed. Wind down leg to stabilise the van, and your barbecue gas point also. Now going inside the caravan, very simple to use. So as I said, the guys are still working on the caravan, but we're going to take you through the inside of the caravan. Down in the cabinet straight in front of the door where you've got your table, down at the bottom here you've got your battery charging system built into the back of here, your water pump and your switch changing over from the car battery to the caravan battery. Now if you're towing down the road and you want to have the fridge on as a cool box, you'll need to select car mode at the top here. If you want the 12 volt systems off, you can put the switch in the central position. And if you want the 12 volt systems running through the caravan, then you need to have the switch down, so it's on the van option here at the bottom. You've got your water pump on the right hand side here, and you've got your voltmeter at the top. Below that you've got your 240 trip switches with a test button on the left hand side here. And at the bottom you've got your space heater switches, your water heater switches and your battery charger. Now the battery charger you'd leave on at all times. The electric water heater you'd only turn on if you've got water in the system and the water system is filled, which I'm going to show you how to do in a moment. So that is your main electric heating. It's a preset temperature on electric. And then if you want to use the space heater, you'll need to have the space heater switch turned on. I'll run you through that in a moment, how the space heater works on electric and gas. So to fill the water system, you're going to need to come over to the underbed boxes on the right hand side of the van. And in here you will find a yellow drain down valve. Now that yellow drain down valve you can't actually see from this position, and it's behind that black tank that you see there. Like I said, the van hasn't been cleaned yet, but it will be obviously before you collect it. Behind that black tank that you see there, or the black fitment there is a yellow valve. That yellow valve needs to be parallel with the floor to fill the water system up. If you want to drain the water system down so you've got no water in the system, it needs to be upright, pointing towards the bottom of the seat. But like I said, parallel with the floor before you try and fill the system up. So to fill the system, you need to come over to every tap on board the caravan. Open all the taps up on the hot side of the water heating. As you can see here, the water heater, open all the taps up on the hot side, and you'd leave them taps open and then turn the water pump on in the cupboard down here, which is already on. Once the water starts running continuously, as it is now, you can then shut all of the taps back off. So like I said, you need to open all the taps up on the hot side to allow the water system to fill up. Once you've got water running out of every tap, you'll shut all the taps off, and like I said, that'll be the water system full. Once you've got the water system full, you can actually start warming the water up on board the caravan. So that's where the water heater switch in the bottom of the cupboard comes in here. You'll flick that switch on so it goes red, and then the water system will start warming up on the electric water heating. If you want to use gas for warming the caravan up, water system up, you can also do that on the ultra store dial on the right hand side of the caravan. Now to get it to ignite, to get it to work, you have the dial here. You put it onto gas, just here. The green light behind here is a pilot light. There is also a red light that will come on if it fails to ignite, but then you'll control the temperature of the water heater on the dial in the centre here. Whatever number is above the green light is the temperature the water heater is going to warm up to. So on electric, it's a preset temperature. On gas, you can actually control the water temperature. If you're going to shower on board the van, you'd need to use the gas system as a boost for the water heating also. So like I said, whichever number is above the green light is the temperature the water will be set to. If you want to warm the caravan up using the heating on electric, then you've got a dial just here on the wall with an off position in the centre. As you can see at the moment, we've got it set to 2000 watts, which means 2000 watts of power coming into the caravan itself. You can then control the heater temperature with the dial in the centre here, between 1 and 9. Now depending on where you set that, will depend on how many bars in the element actually start heating up. If you've got it on 9, the heater will be at full temperature. If you've got it at 1, then it'll be at its lowest temperature. Like I said, the amount of power you run through the system will depend on how much power you have coming into the caravan from the caravan site you are on. So that is your electric heating. To operate the gas heating, you've got a dial on this side with an off position here on the 0. You can spin the dial round to between 10 and 9 if you want to ignite it on gas and hold down the gas valve. So as I said, to ignite the heater on gas, you'll hold down the gas valve with it between 10 and 9 and hit the igniter at the same time. When it's ignited, you'll have a pilot light in the window down the front there, which will indicate that it has ignited. But once it has ignited, you need to hold down the valve here for another 5 to 10 seconds before releasing. On the caravan also you have blown air. So around the caravan you'll see these little vents around the bottom of the caravan, and that's your blown air system. The dot here indicates the heat is going to come out the front of the heater. The wave symbol on the left hand side here indicates blown air, so essentially it will allow hot air to blow around the caravan. And on the A, you've got ambient temperature, essentially it will cut in and out with the thermostat on board the caravan if you've got the blown air heating on. So it won't be continuous, it will just cut in and out as it is needed. So you've got continuous here, heat out the front of the heater, and the ambient, so it cuts in and out with the thermostat. Microwave, hob and grill and oven work all very much like your household appliances, no differences at all there. Fridge, very simple to use. You've got the gas mode here at the top, and you'll ignite it by simply holding in the gas valve. And once it's ignited, this little orange line here, or it is ignited now, this orange line would normally be in the white when it's turned off, and that orange line will come round into the green once it has fully ignited on gas. To control the temperature on gas or mains, you use the dial on the right hand side. You've then got your 240 plug symbol here, so you'll spin the dial round to the 240 mains if you want to use the fridge on mains power. And if you're towing down the road and you want to use the fridge as a call box, you can select the 12 volt mode here, which, like I said, will allow it to work as a call box as you are travelling. In the bathroom of the caravan, you have your electric flush. The toilet turns for your convenience, so you can get comfortable on the toilet. And then down below, you have your toilet waste handle, which you open up to allow the toilet waste into the cassette underneath the van. If you have any further questions on the Swift Archway Woodford, please don't hesitate to give us a call here at the Caravan Company. We'd be more than happy to help. We appreciate the business and we look forward to seeing you here on site soon when you collect your caravan. Thank you for now. Bye bye.